How to get a Gemini man back. People born under the sign of Gemini between May 21 and June 20 have a very contradictory and dual character. You can definitely get back a Gemini man, but you need to make sure to consider his peculiarities. You need to know how to influence a Gemini without pressuring him too much. If you try to pressure or beg him to come back, this air sign will definitely slip away. Gemini men are usually very communicable, not to say chatty. They like to meet new people, so if you try to tie them down and restrict their social life, they will avoid you and eventually leave. They don't feel happy when they don't have an exciting social life. In this video, I will share some techniques on how to get back a Gemini man. I would like to recommend a great website where I found a lot of information on how to get a man back. Take a look. xback.how/m. Even though Gemini is not the most jealous of the zodiac signs, his feelings get hurt when he's not appreciated. If he sees that he's not being valued, he gets angry and acts out. This happens especially if he believes that someone else is more important than he is. Gemini love attention from everyone who surround them. It's possible that one of the reasons for your breakup was the fact that your man didn't feel appreciated next to you. Did you praise him often? Did you admire him? Did you thank him for the things he did for you? How often did you criticize him? What about being negative and nagging? Did that happen? If you nagged him more than appreciated him, this could have been the reason he left. It usually happens that at the beginning of a relationship, the man gets a lot of attention and positive emotions. He sees that he's important. Later on, this changes, and so does his attitude towards you. Maybe something happened in your relationship to have made you more emotional and capricious. Maybe you've had a poor model in your parents of how women should act towards men. Whatever the case, your behavior could have become the reason for your breakup. Of course, this isn't the only reason why he could have left. The other extreme is when a woman puts her man on a podium and worships him, when she becomes his slave. A woman who doesn't appreciate herself doesn't attract a man. She has no sex appeal. Yes, he can feel comfortable with her, but he won't want her. Men like women who value themselves, their time, and their boundaries. You need to find the golden middle between satisfying yours and his needs. Yet another reason for a breakup could have been routine. It's important for a couple to do fun things together and go on exciting adventures, especially if they've been together for a long time and have children. Gemini men need to lead an adventurous life. Routine kills their interest in the relationship. Whatever the reason, you need to give him a 2 to 3 week break after the separation and not try chase him or try to get him back. Men don't like desperate and pushy women who try too hard. During this time, you need to analyze your own behavior and figure out the mistakes you've made in the relationship. To do so, you can make a list of your latest arguments. What was your Gemini's biggest complaint? If you write out all the reasons for his unhappiness, you can easier figure out why he left. Then you can begin to work on correcting your mistakes. Don't try to manipulate him into coming back without changing, because you will be left with nothing again after he leaves, realizing that everything is still the same. It's not enough to change, however. You need to make sure he absorbs the information about your changes. If you just tell him about it, he's not likely to believe you. Usually, people talk a lot about changing, but don't actually do anything. And this, in fact, becomes the reason for a breakup. You will need to know special methods of influence for him to believe you and want to be with you again. Methods of such influence are described in great detail in the book by Sergio Ariz, Gary Ideal, and Helen Wolf, Get Your Man Back. You can find more information about these methods on our site by following the link under this video. If your situation is different, you can leave comments under this video and I will gladly answer them as soon as I can. Sign up to our channel and like the current video, and you will inspire us to create more informative and helpful content.